yesterday President Trump chose to hold a press conference. After he started his comments almost sounding presidential, asking for a moment of silence for the victims and calling for national unity, he almost immediately reversed course and reverted to his worst instincts.
Donald Trump, we know, is basically a matryoshka doll, how do you say that, of lies and mendacity. Basically, he'll lie, then he'll lie about lying, then he'll lie about lying about lying, and then he'll lie about lying about lying about lying. And that's what he does all the time. And that's what he's doing here.
George Conway said it best. He said, because they're evil, we must stand up to them, but because they're also stupid, we don't need to be afraid to.
It's appalling. It is it was the most disgraceful end to one of the most disgraceful days in American history, Monday. And he's rewarding these people for their criminality. The first felon of the United States is rewarding criminals for their criminal behavior on Capitol Hill, their attempt to overthrow the government for him. And you're absolutely right. This is going to be, January 6th is going to start becoming a day of celebration, just like, in the Nazi regime, they celebrated the anniversary of the beer hall putsch.
Yeah. And
basically, it's the same thing. It's glorification of political violence and rewarding, not just that, rewarding political violence.
And I do believe the people who were involved in the beer hall putsch also got pardons, Matt, blanket pardons.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what? Dana Goldberg is co-host of the Daily Beans with Allison Gill, which is news with swears. That's
where we
some
get to
mornings
say
are
the F-bombs.
very. Yeah, today's one of those days very challenging to keep my FCC license because I cannot swear. Go ahead, Chris. Trump is blaming who? What did I say? What did I say? Trump will go ahead.
Trump is using his briefing about the airplane crash as a time to blame Obama and Biden for lower safety standards and to tout his anti-DEI orders.
Yes. Could I just have the thing labeled "Shut up, Donnie"? Could I have? Okay. So people that said we were politicizing by, pointing out this headline earlier today: Trump fires heads of TSA, Coast Guard, and Guts Key Aviation Safety Advisory Committee. That was, we shouldn't have politicized. That's too soon. Yeah, CNN made Bakari Sellers, unlinked to that actual news story because.
Shut the up, Donnie.
What did everybody say, Dana? You knew exactly what he's going to do, right?
Yeah.
Who can I blame? It's like a comedy. You're blaming Obama. Seriously?
And what Chris said, there's a president between Obama and Joe Biden, and his name was Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Can I read from this again? This was just... I remember doing this story. This was... When did you say? January...
21st.
Okay. Members of the Aviation Security Advisory Committee received a memo saying the department is eliminating the membership of all advisory committees as part of a, quote, commitment to eliminating the misuse of resources and ensuring DHS activities prioritize our national security, meaning being mean to brown people. The Aviation Security Committee, which was mandated after Lockerbie, after that, the Pan Am, will technically continue to exist, but it won't have any members to carry out the work of examining safety issues at airports and airlines. Before Tuesday, the group included representatives of all the key groups, the airlines' major unions, as well as members of groups associated with the victims of the Pan Am bombing. The vast majority of the group's recommendations were adopted over the years. I naively thought, they're not going to do anything in the new administration to put security at risk. Aviation security at risk, but now I'm not so sure since Stephanie Bernstein, whose husband was killed in the Pan Am tragedy. Dana, we're a week in, and this is what it's going to be. And every tragedy that is clearly happens under his administration will... I literally said earlier, how are they going to blame Biden?
Yep.
Sure.
Right. Absolutely. They're going to find a way. I just saw a meme that said January is going to make you feel all 31 days of it. This has been the longest month I think any of us have ever lived through. It's like January 72nd. I have no idea what the date is. Why is this month so long? It's been a week and a half.
I just sometimes social media, because you need to go like, am I taking crazy pills? You have to go see, who is it? Adele said alcoholic National Guard lackey and entertainment news show host at the behest of a 5-time draft dodger removed security detail from general with 43 years of service. Also considered for a demotion in retirement, the most petty and corrupted ruining this country. This is General, really? Drunky McRapey is taking away a star from General Milley. I mean, it's all going to be petty vindictiveness.
I sure hope there's some sort of lawsuit, just like our friend McCabe was able to sue after he, took away his, tried to take away his retirement the day before he was about to get them. I hope there's some recourse with stuff like this, and they just sue the hell out of him.
Yeah. I by the way, to point out again, because we have people that know, federal employees.
Right.
Hoodlum said, if you quit your federal job believing Trump will pay you 8 months of severance, DM me about buying the Brooklyn Bridge. Tim Kaine said the same thing. Do not do this. He'll stiff you like every, contractor.
Tim Kaine's speech was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and also Doge does not have the authority to end contracts. It's not a government.
No, he said that the president doesn't have the authority to do this.
Right.
Don't fall for this.